Hello, sunshine. I am Gracie Gardner, and this is Gracie's Tarot Garden. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have another pick a card reading for you guys. For those of you who are new, welcome to my channel, and those of you who are returning, welcome back. I'm so glad that you were able to come here today and for this reading. So I've been off for a little while. I took a little time off. I had a death in the family and a breakup, so I just needed a little bit of me time to try and refocus. If you hear the cat in the background, that's my daughter's cat Cooper. So I'm staying, visiting with my ex-husband and my daughter, who my ex-husband's a very close friend of mine, so it's nice to be able to spend some time with people. So that's why I'm here in this location instead of my usual. So today's reading was a suggestion from the absolutely lovely Willa. Thank you so much, Willa, for watching my channel and commenting and suggesting some readings. So today's reading is all about, do they want contact from you? So I'm going to take a look at the cards and see whether or not they're hoping to hear from you, or whether or not they're thinking of contacting you. We'll have to see what it says. But just a quick little word, this is mostly geared towards my people who are watching who identify as a divine feminine. I just wanted to say one little thing, that just because somebody wants contact from you, it does not necessarily mean that you should be contacting them. There are a lot of reasons why somebody might want you to contact them, and if you identify as a divine feminine, you know that we are not necessarily supposed to chase or pursue our masculine. We are supposed to be open and receptive to communication from our masculine. As challenging as it can be sometimes to sit back and wait for a man to pursue us or initiate something with us, a lot of times when you're following, especially when you're following the principles of feminine power and mystique, you know that it's best to have a man pursue you. So if you are in a situation where a guy is giving you breadcrumbs, or he's just not stepping up to the plate and really being for you in a way that you need, a lot of times as a feminine, the best thing you can do is withdraw your power, withdraw your focus, withdraw your energy, and put it on yourself, and give your masculine the time and the space and the gift of your absence in order to figure out his or her, because of course a masculine could be both genders, but to give your masculine the time and to gain perspective on whether or not they want, what kind of relationship they want with you and how they wish to pursue you. So if you are interested in more information about feminine energy and how to date as a divine feminine, I thoroughly recommend checking out Helena Hart's channel. She is fantastic. I believe she was just recently engaged to her boyfriend, a man that she found using her own principles. So congratulations to her. That's wonderful and lovely. I also recommend Adrienne Everhart. She's got some great suggestions and ideas and thoughts about what it is to be a divine feminine and to date as a divine feminine. And lastly, I also would like to recommend Coach Lee. He is a great relationship coach, and he advocates the principles of no contact, and he talks a lot on his channel about the psychology of no contact and why it works, why it's good to give somebody space to help figure out whether or not they want. So as a divine feminine, if you're a divine feminine watching, the only time I really think it would be appropriate to reach out to your masculine is if, one, you broke off the connection and you had asked for space and your masculine is giving that to you, then by all means you could definitely reach out after a period of no contact if you choose to. Or if you did something to wrong the relationship, like you cheated, or there was some misunderstanding that you need to make amends for or help clear up. I think those are the only circumstances in which I would really advocate for a divine feminine to make contact. If you do go through a period of no contact, give it at least 30 to 60 to 90 days to really allow your masculine the time to feel your absence and to really get clear on what he wants. And if you do choose to initiate contact, again, if you're not getting energetically what you are looking for and hoping for, then by all means, feel free to cut your losses and pull your energy back again and move on, because sometimes you just energetically can't make it work. So thank you for listening. I'm sorry for the big ramble there, but I really wanted to make a point that not all divine feminines should just be racing out and contacting their masculine just because I say that they're open and receptive to communication. So we have 3 piles for you today. So our first pile is the Vivid Journey Tarot with this beautiful piece of lepidolite, this purpley gray lepidolite. The Vivid Journey. Pile number 2 is the Sicoli Tarot. Sicoli Tarot with this lovely piece of malachite. Isn't that beautiful? It's amazing how expensive malachite is. And pile 3 is the Everyday Witch Tarot with this beautiful rose quartz heart here. So I'll hold all the stones up together to give you a little bit more time to pick your pile. So go. First was the lepidolite, second the malachite, and the third is the rose quartz. All right. Hello, beautiful sunny people who picked pile number 1 and the lepidolite. So glad you guys could be here today. So we're going to take a quick peek and see if your person is open and receptive and wanting contact with you. So can you give me, Spirit, a couple of cards for the history? A couple cards, Spirit, for the history of this connection, what happened. One more, please. You. Oh wow, 2 very powerful cards here. So we've got the Star card and the Death card. So there was an ending that definitely needed to happen here in this connection of some sort in order for healing to occur. It's very, very clear here with these 2 cards. So this could have been a scenario which I was kind of alluded to in the intro, where I said somebody was just giving breadcrumbs or being a little bit hot and cold, and as a result the other decided to pull back their energy, decided to try to have a new start, maybe heal themselves. So that's very interesting there. Yeah, so there was very much an ending in this, but I can see that it has helped bring about a lot of healing for, I think, for both of you, to be honest. So we also have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords talks about moving into peace, moving into calmer times. It's more of a contemplative card. It's about finding balance in a situation. So there was definitely an imbalance, I think, and just needed some calmer times for both of you where some healing could occur. So how is pile 1 currently? How is their person currently feeling towards them? Oh, Spirit, this is so many cards. Okay. Okay, we'll break it down. So we have the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Wands. So they're thinking very logically about this. They're very much in their head about this connection. They are feeling confused at times. They're feeling very conflicted. They know that somebody put an end to this, whether that was you or your person, but they feel like perhaps you could be a little bit cold towards them. They might be wondering, where did the love go? But they're thinking very, very logically. They feel very stuck right now with this Eight of Swords. They just feel like circumstances are keeping them from moving this in the direction that they want. But there is slow growth here with this Knight of Pentacles. So they are making the changes that they feel like they need to make, but in a very slow manner. So this is the slowest moving card in the deck. So, but it's also the change that results from this energy is the most stable that I find. I believe it is the most practical in a lot of ways, but it is very, very slow moving. So we also have the Four of Wands and the Justice. So they are really hoping that they will have some justice in the future and that they will be able to move this forward into a much better time with you. There could be some karma that needs to get cleaned up between the two of you. And with this Four of Wands, they could also be thinking a little bit about their plans for the future with you. So if this is a romantic connection, they are very much kind of considering whether or not they want marriage with you, what kind of relationship they want with you. But they are feeling very, very stuck in their head. So fours could be of significance to you guys. We have 2 4s and we also have 2 8s as well. And for signs here, with that Death card and the Star card coming out first, this could be a Scorpio, this could be Aquarius, this could be your energy or their energy as well. Oh, and the Page of Cups wanted to come out as well. So they are thinking tentatively about how to present some sort of love offer towards you, how to restart this and move this forward, but I think that they are feeling quite stuck currently. So Spirit, are they wanting communication for my pile number 1? Is pile number 1's person wanting communication? So we have the Magician and the Five of Cups. So that's very interesting energies there. The Magician is that's telling me that they are kind of in manifestation mode right now. So they are thinking about a lot about what they want from a partner and how to create the life and relationship that they desire. But they still are a little hung up on this ending, this loss. They are not necessarily seeing all the, because his back is turned to those 2 of Cups, the 2 cups behind him, right? So currently this person is mostly thinking about the loss and not necessarily thinking about the potential or seeing what still remains in this connection. How is pile 1? Does pile 1 want communication? Pile 1 want communication with their person? So we have the Four of Pentacles and the Sun. So this person right now is very content to hang on to their memories of you. They have a lot of happy thoughts about you. They're really reminiscing and in their feels about it. And so it's kind of like I am getting a hot and cold energy from this, to be honest with you, where they see the potential and they see the good that could possibly come from this connection, but at the same time, they're still a little bit wrapped up in some of the things that they need to learn. They're feeling a little bit possessive. They're feeling a little bit, they're definitely in a lower vibrational energy there with that Four of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. They're more focused on what they've lost and what they can't have than rather than what actions they could possibly take. So I'm not seeing a lot of action cards here to suggest that they themselves are looking to reach out. Just pile one, want communication. So we have the Ace of Cups and the Six of Pentacles here. So I do think that this person does have a lot of love for you. I mean, it's pretty obvious that they do with that Sun and the Page of Cups, and now we have the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. But perhaps this person is just not sure how to move this into a place of equal give and take. They're not sure. They're not giving to themselves. They don't have the sense of value for themselves. They're not doing what they need to do to heal in order to move this into a better place. All right, so I'm going to move into my Sexual Magic Tarot right now. What sort of actions should the viewer consider taking in this connection? What sort of action should the viewer consider taking, spirits? Thank you. Ah, beautiful. Got the Temperance card out. And the Wheel of Fortune. So, two very lovely cards here. It's all about finding balance in this situation. And part of being a Divine Feminine, if you are a Divine Feminine who's watching, part of being a Divine Feminine is accepting that if something is meant for you, it will come to you. If it's meant to be in your life, you're not going to miss out on it. So this is knowing that if this is meant to be, it will be. And it's also about finding balance within yourself as well, finding balance in this connection. Very beautiful. So if you're feeling sad about this connection, if you're feeling lost and broken, it's time to move yourself into feeling empowered, confident, because that, of course, is what helps draw people to us, right? When we're feeling good about ourselves, when we're feeling nice and balanced. So what sort of actions should our viewer take? So we have the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Cups come out here. So this is suggesting here with this Knight of Cups that if you are desiring communication with this person, it's probably not going to be easy. It's probably going to be a little bit gut-wrenching at times. But if you do choose to reach out and make this connection, make some communication, it is possible. Perhaps through writing might be the best way to do that. But again, it's probably not going to be the easiest thing. And with this Eight of Cups here, this is telling me that somebody in this connection is probably not going to be terribly receptive to this communication. You can see how she's kind of turning away from him and he's leaning in and she's saying no, kind of turning away. So I do get the feeling that this person is not quite ready. They have not quite found the right healing yet. They haven't gotten themselves into the right vibration to be in this connection with you. It doesn't mean that it won't necessarily happen in the future. So let's ask, what's going to happen in the future of this connection, Spirit? What's going to happen in the future of this connection? Thank you. So we have an 8 of Pentacles here, and you can see he's extending a rose to her and she's got her back to him. So this is telling me that perhaps by the time the masculine in this connection gets around to extending that olive branch, by the time they get around to really realizing the worth of the feminine, she might not be so receptive. She might be like, nope, it's too long. I didn't wait for you. So I am seeing that there's a lot of hot and cold energy here. So perhaps this person, when they feel your energy withdraw, they might come forward and extend something to you. But I'm kind of seeing that you, the viewer, are not going to be as open and receptive. So what's the future here for this connection? What's going to happen in the future? Thank you, Spirit. So we do have the Ace of Wands here. So we do have the potential for a new passionate beginning here, or a restart, so to speak, if this is somebody you've already been involved with. But I can see there's still some healing that definitely needs to occur here in this connection. I do think that the feminine in particular is not necessarily going to be terribly open and receptive to the masculine's advances. All right, so any last advice from Spirit? Okay, I'm being told to use my Romance Angels cards, so we'll take a look at the Romance Angels Oracle deck now. So any advice, Spirit, for this connection here for pile number 1? Thank you. Thank you. So we do have this could be the one. So this is definitely a very strong connection. You probably feel that very strongly. We do also have true love. And we also have codependency. So this person might have an addiction. They might have codependency issues. So I am seeing, oh darn. Sorry, my leg is just totally fast asleep here. It is so numb, I can't even feel it. So I'm just going to sit here and wiggle it back to life and rub my leg, so don't mind me. So this person has a lot of issues that they still need to work out, and I was really sensing that in the cards there. They might not have really had much experience with a relationship with a lot of give and take to it, or they might just be worried that you are expecting too much from them. So I think the best thing that you can do with this connection for pile number 1 is to perhaps give it a little bit more time. Definitely would hold back on communicating too much with this person. If you are feeling comfortable and empowered enough to kind of extend an olive branch, I could see that them possibly being open to it. But I'm really getting the sense that this person really needs to take the lead when it comes to rebuilding this connection. So I hope you guys found that helpful, my beautiful people who chose pile number 1. If that at all resonated, I'd love to hear about it down in the comment section below. Otherwise, please consider giving me a subscribe, a like, maybe even a share. I appreciate it so very, very much. I do pick a card readings. I try to post 2 to 3 times a week, and I also do 18+ sexy tarot readings twice a month. So if that's something you're interested in, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date. Please take care of yourself. I love you so very much. Bye. Mwah. Hello, my beautiful people who picked pile number 2 in the Sakoli Tarot with the Malachite. Thank you for joining me here today. I am filming at my ex-husband's place. I know, it's crazy. We're actually friends and everything, so I'm spending a little bit of time here with him and my daughter. Thankfully, that's allowed here where I'm living. We're not very restricted here, thankfully. So we'll take a look at the cards and we'll see what they have to say. So can you please give me some history for pile number 2 for what's happened here? It's very interesting. We got the Death card again. This came out for pile number 1 in the exact same question. And we also have the Page of Wands here. So there's definitely an ending of sorts in this connection. I think it could have been that there was a drop in attraction for somebody, or the passion. I'm kind of sensing that maybe the passion was something was a little bit immature and it just kind of fizzled out perhaps, and there was a definite ending here for you guys. So what happened in the past in this connection? So this might have just been somebody you dated, kind of had maybe a fling with, or somebody you had a very passionate sexual relationship with them. What happened in the past here for my pile number 2s? Thank you. Yeah, we've got the King of Wands. So this very much was a passionate connection that probably wasn't able to ground into a love relationship or a committed relationship. So somebody here might have been coming on a little strong, I'm getting. Maybe you were worried about their intentions. So with that Death card and those Wand cards, I am picking up Scorpio energy, and I'm also picking up Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Sorry, I apologize. Okay, interesting. We've got the 8 of Pentacles, and for me with this deck and this card, I'm getting the sense that there was a little bit of game playing that went on there. You can see she's wearing a mask and kind of teasing her little, I don't know, whatever that is. But somebody wasn't being authentic with the other, and there was a little bit too much game playing going on in this connection in the past. Gesundheit. Yeah, we've also got the 7 of Swords here. So definitely some sneaky behavior. This could have been on your person's part, although of course energies can be reversed. So there was an ending here because somebody was not being authentic, somebody was being sneaky. We also got the 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. So there could have been third parties, somebody might have been juggling more than one people, but all in all, I'm getting that this connection might have been a little bit of a mismatch with this 5 of Cups here, with this bird and person. So you probably wanted different things out of this connection, and you weren't really able to see eye to eye on and come to an agreement about how to make it work. So how does this person currently feel towards our pile number 2? How does this person currently feel towards our pile number 2? How does this person currently feel towards our pile number 2? Thank you. Thank you. So we have the Star card here. So they see that you are doing very well, that you are living life well, that you are healing and finding balance. You are probably shining bright. You might have had a little bit of a glow up. We've got the Ace of Pentacles here. So they might have something they want to give you. They might have some, oh my God, sorry. I just had a minute where I was like, oh my gosh, it's not recording, but it is recording. So never mind. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles here. So they are considering whether or not this might be something that they want to pursue in the future. But with this Four of Pentacles, they are feeling a little bit lost about how to go about that. So I think they're feeling like the world, things are just very much upside down for everybody right now. So they could literally be at a distance from you. There could just be so many restrictions in place currently that they're not able to be in touch with you, not able to see you, not able to give to this connection what they would hope to. Sorry, my leg is falling asleep here. I'm just giving a little rub down. So I do think they dream about possibly bringing this into a better place, but they are unsure of how to do it. So does our pile number 2 have any intention of communicating with them? Does pile number 2 want communication? Thank you. So we have Judgment here, and we also have the Seven of Pentacles. So from these two cards, what I am getting, I'm getting that they're thinking a lot about the past. They're weighing their options. I think that they do have several different ways that they are thinking about approaching this connection. But I'm kind of getting the feeling that you hold the key in this scenario here, that you hold the power as to whether or not this person is able to connect with you. Oh yeah. So we've got the Two of Swords here. So with this card in particular, it's like to come back to you right now to communicate with you. It would be like the equivalent of having to walk that tightrope. It's like they know that they've probably only got one shot, and if they screw it up, they are going to mess it up beyond anything. They're just going to fall off the wire. So for them, it's very much like a very careful balancing act that they are considering. You might have also blocked them as well with that Two of Swords. So they might be wondering, how do I get in touch with this person? How do I bring this into a better place? And you might also have some harsh judgments there. You might have some hard truths for this person, and so they're carefully considering whether or not that's something they can deal with, whether or not that's something that they want to hear about. So we have the Three of Pentacles. So they could have somebody in their ear about this. They could have somebody that is advising them, yes, no, maybe. There could be somebody controlling in this person's life. That's kind of, if this person does want to come back, that could very much be keeping them from making any efforts to come towards you. So will our pile number 2 reach out and make communication? I'm going to say yes here. We have the King of Swords. So they are thinking very logically about this, but if you can see in this card, she is writing a letter. So I do think that you can expect some sort of communication from this person. I'm not saying that's necessarily going to be some grand gesture, but I do think they are putting a lot of careful thought into how they want to approach you and exactly what they're going to say. So what's the future of this connection? Actually, I'm going to move into my Sexual Magic Tarot now. So what's the future of this connection, Spirit? What's going to happen in this connection? We've got the Ace of Wands. Wow, I can't believe how similar some of these cards are that are coming out to pile number 1. So a lot of similar cards. So what's the future of this connection here? I do think for my pile number 2s, this person is in a little bit better of a frame of mind than my pile number 1. I do think this person is giving a little bit more care to themselves and to their own healing, which is good to see. So what's the future of this connection, my pile number 2? So we have the Chariot and the Ace of Wands. So I do think that this person is probably going to rush in with some type of communication. They might try to approach this from more of a passionate sexual angle, if that's applicable to your circumstance. So they might kind of be offering more of an intimacy-based connection than, say, a love connection. But let's see what else has to say. Cards have to say. But I can see the divine masculine. The masculine in this connection is very much wanting to approach the feminine from what the cards are showing me. And if you identify as the feminine, then by all means, you should definitely give him the opportunity to step up in that manner. Oh, beautiful. So we have the Hierophant and the Two of Cups here. So they do have a lot of love for you. They are going to approach this. They do think that you are a great match for them. And with that Hierophant there, they're probably going to approach you in a fairly conventional manner. They could be a little bit reserved at times, I'm seeing. But I do think that this person wants to step up. Oh yeah, now we have the Empress. So all in all, I have to say there's pretty good energy for this pile, my pile number 2. So I think that's a good bit of advice for you, for all my Empresses out there. Be in your divine glory, be in your divine power, work on yourself, be balanced, be fair, be open, be receptive and loving. And I could definitely see things coming together if that's what you want, of course. If it's not what you want, then by all means, leave the loser in the dust. But so, word of advice, Spirit. With some advice for this connection, please. And the Strength card wanted to come out there. So, that's really beautiful. I think you have the ability to work through this. You just need to stand strong. You just need to hold tight. I'm not sensing that there's a lot that you personally have to do. Yeah, and we also have the Emperor and the High Priestess. So a lot of major arcana coming out for this pile here. So be in your power, stand strong, trust your intuition. If it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't seem right, then by all means, let it go. But I think you're in control. which is always nice to see. So I'm just going to get a couple of Romance Angel Oracle cards for you guys before I let you go. I'm so glad you could join me today. Woo! He's wanting to fly out. Wow, we've got wedding and also calling in your soulmate. So if this is somebody that you want in your life, then by all means, manifest, do affirmations, work on yourself. And by working on yourself as a divine feminine, if you are a divine feminine, you will be calling in your soulmate for sure. Oh my goodness, my leg keeps on falling asleep here. It feels terrible. So, this does have the potential for some really great things. I was getting wedding vibes with that Hierophant card there. I was kind of afraid to say wedding, but I'm glad this wedding card came out and kind of gave me the thought to say something, because I do think this does have the potential for a long-lasting connection there. But again, you do need to be careful, because if you are a divine feminine watching, chasing after your divine masculine is a little bit like trying to catch a stray cat. So we also have finances and career. So perhaps this person is at a point right now where they're really focusing on their job, they're focusing on their career, they're really getting their life in order. So if they need the space in order to do that, if they need the time for that, I'm not saying you have to wait for this person. I don't believe in waiting for people, but give them the space and the freedom to grow and come at this with a better energy than in the past. So I hope you enjoyed that, my pile twos. Thank you so much for joining me here at Gracie's Tarot Card, and it was an absolute honor to read your cards for you today. I do pick a card readings 2 or 3 times a week, and I also do 18 plus sexy readings twice a month. So if that's something you're at all interested in, be sure to hit that subscribe bell to stay up to date. Otherwise, consider giving this video a like, a share, maybe comment down below if it at all resonated. I'd love to hear about it. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Bye. Mwah. Hello, my beautiful sunny people who picked pile number 3 with the Everyday Witch Tarot and the Rose Quartz Heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm here at my ex-husband's apartment. I'm staying over. We're very good friends, and so sometimes if I'm feeling a little lonely, I'll come over and spend time with my daughter and him. So it's nice to be able to have the freedom to do that. I know a lot of places you guys are not able to, but we're quite lucky here where we are, so I'm enjoying it. Alrighty, so my beautiful pile 3. So what's the past in this connection? Whoa, okay, lots of cards coming out here. Oh, wow, okay. This is telling a story, that's for sure. So we have the 3 of Wands. So this was a connection that was really not able to get to completion. This was something that kind of stalled out here with this 3 of Wands. Perhaps you could see a lot of potential with this person, and you kind of were waiting and hoping for things to progress. But I can see here we have the 7 of Cups. So somebody in this connection, I think, had options or just was really uncertain about what they wanted from the other person. I think there was a little bit of, there's sometimes it talks about confusion. So perhaps they were tempted by greener grass, or so they thought, and they decided that they were uncertain. And we also have the 8 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, as well as the 5 of Pentacles. So you or this person, somebody is definitely feeling left out in the cold. So this could have been a ghosting situation where they just kind of left without much warning. And really, all these wands up in the air kind of left you feeling perhaps like, what is going on? What is happening? A lot of uncertainty in this connection here for you guys. And a very painful ending with this Ten of Swords. You might have felt betrayed. You could have felt stabbed in the back by this person. Oh, terrible. Okay, so how are they currently feeling about my pile number 3? How is pile number 3's person feeling towards them? Thank you. So we have the Hierophant here. So they're kind of in this Zen hermit mode here, where they could be kind of taking the conventional route for a lot of them. So maybe they chose a more conventional option, chose somebody who was a little bit more traditional. Wow, okay. So we've got the Strength card here. So they are really digging deep to find the strength to, I can really see that they want victory in this situation here with the Six of Wands and the Strength. We've also got the Fool card here. So this is very much suggestive of wanting a new beginning with you. We've also got the Two of Cups. So I think they do see you as being an optimal partner for them. And we also have the Seven of Pentacles as well. So they might feel like they've put a lot of work into this connection already, and maybe they've come to realize that the grass is not in fact greener on the other side, and they do have loving feelings for you. But we also have the Seven of Wands, so there is a little bit of a defensive energy here. Maybe they're a little bit afraid of what sort of things you might have to say. They're probably thinking that you are going to be a little bit defensive, especially if this person ghosted you. So I think they're very much on edge, wondering. So what is this person's intentions? Are they planning on communicating with our pile number 3? We've got the Four of Wands. That's pretty good. So Four of Wands is about celebration. We've also got the King of Pentacles as well. Another nice card. So I do think this person is trying to be very stable. I do think with that Four of Wands, they are possibly contemplating a deeper commitment with you, but it also came out here with this Three of Swords. So I think they're still too caught up in the heartbreak, or maybe they're worried that you are going to be a little bit too caught up in the heartbreak of this situation. And this is very much on their mind when they are considering whether or not to come back. They might be journaling a little bit about this. They might be doing some writing about their feelings to try and help them sort out whether or not they want to. So is pile number 3 planning on communicating with them? We do have the Page of Wands, so they could be considering a passionate connection with you. They might be considering trying to start up some sort of intimate connection with you. They're thinking about it. They're definitely thinking about it. But the situation, whatever happened to break the two of you up, is definitely a big factor in keeping them from coming forward. Yeah, so we also have the Hermit card and the Ten of Wands here. So they are very much in self-reflective mode right now. And the burden of coming forward and communicating is just, it's enough to hold them back right now. It's enough to keep them from coming forward. So I'm going to move on to my Sexual Magic Tarot now, and we'll see here. So should our pile number 3 offer communication to their person? Should pile number 3 offer communication? So we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. So from this, what I am getting is that it's the divine, whoever identifies as the divine masculine, they are the ones that kind of need to make the effort into whether or not this connection moves forward. I think it's possible that the masculine didn't put in enough effort in the past here with this Six of Pentacles. I do think that there was an imbalance of give and take. So perhaps the feminine here got very discouraged because she was the one who was always trying to move this connection forward. And with this Knight of Pentacles here, he's feeding her. So I do think that the masculine needs to be the one to kind of feed this connection. He needs to step up and, sorry, I shouldn't say he. They need to step up and kind of feed this connection and show this feminine that they care. Especially if this masculine did not treat the feminine ideal in the past. And you can see here with this Three of Cups, he's pleasuring her. So from this, I'm really getting that it's time for the masculine to step up and really show the feminine that they are interested and that they are willing to put in the effort for this connection. Okay, I'm being told to do some advice. Okay, I thought a little bit more advice from Spirit about this connection for our pile number 3. Can we have some advice? What advice does pile number 3 need to hear? Thank you. So we have this beautiful Ace of Cups. So there definitely is the potential here for some reconnection if things have been kind of broken off. There really is the potential here for the masculine to really get out of his comfort zone, so to speak, and show the feminine. But the feminine, of course, needs to be open and receptive and willing. That Ace of Cups, I do think that I can speak. Thank you, Gracie. Okay, so I do think that there is the potential here for a new loving beginning. This is our advice card. So if that is something that you are open to, you don't need to wait. I don't advocate waiting for somebody to come back into your life. It just places unvocalized expectations on somebody, and it energetically can often push somebody away rather than bringing them to you. So I don't recommend waiting, and then we have the King of Swords as well. So be smart and logical about this and how you approach it. If the masculine in this scenario needs to make something right, then by all means they need to be allowed that opportunity to do so. Yeah, sorry, I was just checking to see if there's any more downloads here. No, I don't think so. Okay, so we have some Romance Angels cards here. Angel Oracle cards. So we have make the effort. So perhaps if this was something you cut off, if this was something that you put an end to, if there's something that you can do to make an effort, make this happen, then by all means. It says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So making the effort is not necessarily running out to them and contacting them. Making the effort can also be a lot about self-love, and that's what a lot of what I'm getting here with this Ace of Cups and this Knight of Swords here. See, she's serving him. You want to serve yourself first. You want to love yourself first. I'm really getting that there's a need for self-love here. So we do also have worth waiting for. So, I mean, take what I say with a grain of salt. If you want to wait for this person, by all means wait. But energetically, I don't think that waiting is necessarily the best thing to do. But it says divine timing is at work in your love life. So if this is meant for you, if this relationship is meant for you, then know that what is meant for you will always come back to you. And if it's not meant for you, then it won't. So we also have flirt. So if the divine masculine reaches out, if you are the divine feminine and they reach out, this is advising you to be open, flirt, be receptive, which is always a nice energy. So be lighthearted, forgive as well. If there's forgiving that needs to occur in this connection, then take the time and the steps in order to heal as well. I do see a lot of really good things, a lot of good potential, but I do think that there was some less than savory behavior at the beginning for sure, and I think it ended up with somebody getting very hurt. So there is some forgiveness that needs to occur. And we also have passion as well. It says allow your heart to sing with joy. So all in all, I do feel pretty good. If your masculine or feminine needs time in order to figure things out, by all means give them the time and space to do so. I'm a big advocate of that. It's never a good idea to try and force yourself or your love on somebody. You can't force anybody to love you. So I hope that resonated, my pile threes. I hope you found that helpful. I enjoyed that so very much. Thank you for joining me here at Gracie's Tarot Garden. It was such a pleasure. If you like this kind of pick a card reading, I do them 2 or 3 times a week. And I also do 18 plus sexy tarot readings twice a month. So be sure to hit the subscribe button in order to be notified when I upload, to stay up to date. Consider giving this video a like, commenting down below, or sharing it with somebody who could be interested. Thank you so much, my lovely pile 3. I love you to bits and pieces. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take care of yourself. Bye.